Go! Hey guys, what's up? Aaron Garza here, founder of Pureline Nutrition, and thought we'd do something a little bit different today for our YouTube video. We're actually here at our corporate offices in our warehouse in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm going to take you kind of on a mini escapade through the warehouse while answering a question that came up earlier today. And the question was about protein, and it was from a buddy of mine. He's like, look, you got like 3 or 4 different proteins out there. I go to your stores and I get online and I see all this stuff. What would be best for me? I'm just an ordinary guy that's trying to lose some weight and get in shape. And there's like 4 or 5 different products out there. So what do you guys recommend for me, just the normal dude who wants to burn some fat and build some muscle? So I thought I'd take you to the back of the warehouse and show you a few different protein products and kind of how they differ, and maybe give you an idea of which one would possibly be best for you. So follow me, let's go check it out. Any of you guys fans of Gary Vee? These are his pictures. This is the dirt, living in the trenches, the sacrifices, the humility, the work. This is when you're just, really busting your ass trying to become an entrepreneur and grow your company. Then eventually you get to the clouds, the vision, what you believe in and your reason why. And you've got to kind of always balance those two. There's some days you're in the dirt and some days you're in the clouds, kind of like your body, Some weeks you're doing good, some weeks you're not, but you keep pushing through. So let's kind of take a look and let me just kind of walk you through the proteins. This is our warehouse here in San Antonio. It's where we ship everything out to our online orders and stores that we have throughout Texas. If you're close to one of our stores, be sure and drop by and visit us. We'd really like to help you out with your weight loss, body fat goals, and helping you build muscle. So anyway, let's get back to it. So the buddy of mine was asking about protein. He was like, you guys got like 3 or 4, and we have a ton of different proteins out there. But let's start with the basic. So this is our W Factor bioactive blend, and essentially what this is a protein isolate concentrate blend. It's a very good protein. Everything is tested, extremely high quality, but the difference in this and some of our other blends is it's basically just the absorption rate. When you've got a concentrate and isolate blend, it's going to absorb into the body a little slower than like a straight isolate. It's a great product, and I use this primarily like throughout the day when I need an extra scoop or 2 of protein just for recovery purposes and recuperation. Or there's actually one other time that I use it most frequently. Let's walk around here real quick and get through this maze, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. There's actually a time I use this product throughout the day when I want a meal replacement. And what I essentially do is I combine it with our carb powder, BioFactor. Now, back in the older days, meal replacements were super common, and they're still pretty popular. In fact, we actually have one that we sell quite a bit of. It's called ProPlete, and ProPlete is a blend of 4 or 5 different time-release proteins along with some carbohydrates. And this is kind of a luxury product because essentially it's kind of when you don't have time to mix a protein and a carb and you just want something really quick that will suffice as a meal. That's what ProPlete does. Women take 2 scoops, men take 4 scoops. They mix it with 8 to 10 ounces of water. The flavoring is ridiculously delicious, and you're good for 2 or 3 hours. You've got your meal in. It's quick, effective, efficient, easy, and it tastes great. Now, the downside of that is they are a little more costly. When you have everything done for you in one product, and a protein's got its carbs and essential fats and vitamins and minerals and all that stuff already included, it can get a little pricey per meal. So what I do and what I recommend to a lot of people who are just starting out and getting into this game is make the meal replacement yourself by using not an inferior protein, but one that's not completely, it's not the highest standard of protein in terms of absorption, but it's a good quality protein, and mixing that with a carb source like BioFactor. So essentially you could take 2 scoops of W Factor bioactive blend, that's about 45-50 grams of protein, and you could blend it with about 2 scoops of BioFactor, which is about 50 grams of carbs. BioFactor is simply just a sweet potato matrix. It's got sweet potatoes, ground yams, oats. You can actually see the oats in there, and it's basically a real food product. You can take 2 scoops of this, blend it with 2 scoops of W Factor, shake it up, and you've got your meal replacement. And you can kind of vary your macro counts as you need them. If you just need 25 grams of carbs or 25 grams of protein, you essentially make that to where you need it for your particular meal. Now, there's one other type of protein that we use occasionally. Well, actually I use it every day, but depending on the person, they'll use it occasionally. Funny enough, it's probably our best-selling protein. That's called our isofactor blend. And remember in the very beginning I said that the difference between proteins is essentially the rate of absorption. Well, this is a extremely high quality whey isolate. And what that means, it's basically been processed a different way so that you have less fillers, you have less lactose, less sugar, less everything than you would in a normal protein. And it is optimized to get into the body quickly, efficiently, and get you the protein you need in your body rather fast. Isofactor is best used a couple times during the day. Number one, first thing in the morning. You wake up, you've been in a fasted state, your muscles need amino acids and recovery elements, so you can take that as soon as you get up to get that in your system quickly, or post-workout. I usually mix 2 scoops, which is about 50 grams of protein, with 25 to 50 grams of carbohydrates, either from Biofactor or from Hypodex, and that's going to get into my system really quick and start the recovery process. Again, the differences between this and a basic W Factor type protein: 0 sugar, minimal lactose, just ultra finely processed so the body absorbs it real quickly. And I find that a lot of females do really well with this because they easily absorb it. It doesn't have the lactose, they don't get bloated, they don't feel full, they don't feel blah. It's just something really quick that they can take into their body, and it's a great source of protein. It's the finest protein that we actually have. So those are the 3 different kinds of proteins essentially. And you know what, I'm actually forgetting one more. Let's go back this way real quick. For those of you who are watching this are saying, yeah, but you know what, I don't do dairy, I don't do whey. We actually do a vegan protein also, and this is called our V Plus 20, and basically it's a 20 gram per scoop protein blend from pea protein. And it's extremely delicious for even being a vegan protein. And we do this one in vanilla and chocolate. Now, I'm not a vegan personally, I like meat. I'm a Texan, right? But it is a great product. So we have a lot of people who actually use this regularly, and they see great results with it, and the taste is pretty, like I said, pretty good for being a vegan protein. So that's another protein for all those of you out there who need a protein and are vegans. And we do have one more, now that I think about it. Let me kind of walk you over here real quick. This is actually our female-specific protein. This is our Divaline. And Divaline comes in banana, cream pie, and our strawberry cheesecake flavor. And the only difference between this and our Bioactive, our W Factor blend that I showed you first, is the fact that this has collagen peptides. It's got a unique flavor, it's delicious. We added collagen specifically for females who are looking to improve skin, hair, nails, things like that. So that's the only other difference, and the taste is awesome. But it falls in line with the W Factor. So if you needed to add carbohydrates to it, you could as well. And that's essentially it. Those are kind of the protein variations that are available on the market. Of course, we have one in every category. And it just depends on what you're trying to do. It just depends on what your particular goals are. Also how your body responds to protein, and whether or not you need something that's a little more absorbable, has less lactose, etc. So kind of look through that next time you're making a protein decision and you're buying protein at your local supplement store. Hopefully you'll check us out online at thepureline.com or drop by one of our retail stores here in Texas. Guys, if you're watching this on social media, make sure and like and share this video. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel and be sure to email us any questions you may have to info@thepureline.com. You can always call us at 1-800-632-1402. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.